Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we'll be looking at the youngest lottery winners of all time. Nowadays, kids learn or are taught to be responsible at a very tender age. We have those who are fortunate enough to get the support of their parents to pursue their dreams, be it acting, singing, or painting. For some, it's not a matter of responsibility, but just following their passion and doing what they love most. The above mentioned is the reason why we have very young billionaires, the likes of Kevin David Lehmann, who had a net worth of $3.3 billion at 18 years old, and Wang Zelong, who had a net worth of $1.5 billion at 24, among others. The young self-made millionaires and billionaires are found across the board, including some lucky champs that hit it big at the lotteries. Winning the lottery is not a piece of cake. Thus, there are people who strike it big on their first trial, and others that scratch a good deal of tickets before getting even a small win. Here are some of the self-made millionaires that just had to scratch the lottery ticket to become millionaires. Let's take a brief look at each of them. Youngest lottery winners of all time. Name: Callie Rogers. Age: 16 years old. Amount: $1.9 million. Year: 2003. Back in 2003, 16-year-old Callie Rogers won a whopping $1.9 million from playing the lottery in Britain. Given the hardships that she had endured as a child, in combination with the breaking up of her parents and being sent to the orphanage, Callie immediately started spending her winnings on things that made her happy. She did some cosmetic surgeries, gifted herself a luxury sports car, and splurged some money on cocaine and clothes. She also used the money to get herself a new home and also bought her mom a new home. And just like any other youngster partying through the night at some point had become the order of the day. She later on became a mother with some of the winnings still left in her account. She tried to balance the party life with taking care of her kid, but failed terribly. She later on tried to commit suicide, but her family saved her. And when all her money was almost finished, she reiterated that she was happier without so much money. Name: Tracy Macon. Age: 16 years old. Amount: $1 million. Year: 1998. When it comes to simplicity, Tracy Macon is in a class of her own, to the extent of even thinking that she had won $10, when she had actually won $1 million from the Lucky Dip lottery back in 1998. Of many huge lottery winners, Tracy has been able to manage her finances pretty well, thanks to the guidance of her parents. She put most of her money into investments and has never planned to stay without a job despite the huge winnings. And while her money is working for her, she has managed to maintain a decent office job. Name: Jane Park. Age: 17 years old. Amount: $1 million. Year: 2013. Jane Park was one lucky lottery player who didn't have to keep scratching different lottery tickets before bagging a win. The 17-year-old was the youngest Euro millionaire back in 2013. She won the lottery the very first time that she bought the lottery ticket. Jane invested in a lot of material wealth. She bought expensive cars, designer clothes, did some cosmetic surgery, frequented the 5-star hotels in the USA and Maldives, and even bought a luxury 3-bedroom home. Besides the material wealth, Jane's life took a turn for the worse. First, she lost the money on a fake business venture, and hackers also tried to steal her money. She ended up trying to sue the lottery that made her rich, claiming that they had made her miserable. Name: Stuart Donnelly. Age: 17. Amount: $2 million. Year: 1997. Stuart Donnelly won the lottery at age 17 and died a miserable man at 29. After collecting his winnings, it didn't take long before things took a turn for the worse. Stuart quit his job and studies, took his friends on a vacation, and donated some of his winnings to a good cause. He bought a home for his mom and a villa for him and his father and his friend. His friend passed on and Stuart couldn't process the loss. The villa that he had bought became a lonely place. His winnings also brought him unwarranted attention that he detested, and on January 6, 2010, he was found dead inside his home. Youngest Powerball winners. Name: J. Vargas. Age: 19 years old. Amount: $35.3 million. Year: 2008. J. Vargas was an entertainment enthusiast, and when he won the $35.5 million Powerball jackpot, he partnered with his friends and came up with a television show dubbed Wrestlicious Takedown. The show featured scantily dressed professional female wrestlers, but it had a short lifespan and was canceled after just one season. By this time, Vargas was out at least $500,000 of his winnings, but also reiterated that there was a TV show that he was working on. Vargas seems to have been overexcited about his newly acquired wealth and might have made some not-so-wise decisions and investments. In the end, he advised lottery winners to sit on their winnings for at least 1 year and make a conscious decision about what they want to do with the money. Name: Frederick Walker. Age: 19 years old. Amount: $2 million. Year: 2016. According to the Florida Lottery, a 19-year-old who had never played the lottery before won up to $2 million. Frederick Walker, who hailed from Sanford, picked up an abandoned completed pay slip and used the numbers to purchase a winning ticket that luckily matched all the 5 numbers, but with a $1 power play multiplier. Frederick's ticket matched all the 5 numbers, and when the draw took place, he scooped the second prize in the US Powerball. And since he had also used the power play option, his prize doubled, and that's how he ended up with $2 million. Name: Barar Slad, age 21 years old. Amount: $150 million. Year: 1999. Farah Slad found out that she had won the lottery while watching TV with her parents after dinner. When the numbers on the screen were revealed, Farah had to give the ticket to her father to confirm that she had actually won. And even though she didn't know if the ticket numbers had to be in some particular order, all she believed was that the ticket had won her something. She barely slept on that fateful day, and the next morning she tapped on the news again, and when it was announced that the Powerball winner was from Minnesota, it was case closed, as it was true that Farah Slad had actually won the $150 million. Name: Tim Schultz. Age: 21 years old. Amount: $28 million. Year: 1999. February 1999 was a life-changing day for one Tim Schultz from Des Moines, as he bagged up to $28 million in cash prizes. And even though he wasn't knee-deep in poverty, his life was not more than average. Tim worked at a convenience store trying to fund his college life, and he strongly believed in his dreams, to the point of attributing his winning the lottery to a dream that he had had where he bought a lottery ticket and won. Tim bought the ticket from a store that he was working at, and his colleague, 20-year-old Sarah Elder, told him that she wanted to buy half of his ticket. When Tim's ticket won, Sarah demanded half of the winnings to the extent of taking him to court. Sarah wasn't lucky though, because the state of Iowa demanded that one had to be 21 years old to play the lottery. The matter was later settled out of court, where Sarah denounced all her claims on the winnings. Name: Manuel Franco. Age: 24 years old. Amount: $768 million. Year: 2019. Manuel Franco won the second largest jackpot, taking home a huge sum of $768 million on a single ticket. Manuel was not playing the lottery for the first time. He had been doing so since the age of 18, and his perseverance finally paid off. On the day that he won the lottery, Manuel was feeling lucky, and out of intuition, he bought a $10 Powerball ticket from the Speedway store. After winning, he opted for a one-time settlement and was left with $326 million after federal and state tax deductions. Manuel was fully aware of how the previous jackpot winner had ended up, and moved fast to hire financial advisors to help him manage his money. He even promised not to end up like the previous lottery winners that ended up bankrupt and broke after burning through their lottery winnings. Youngest Mega Millions jackpot winner. Name: Shane Mistler. Age: 20 years old. Amount: $450 million. Year: 2018. Shane Mistler could not hide his joy when he discovered that he had actually won up to $450 Mega Millions jackpot. Shane had bought the Mega Millions ticket at a 7-Eleven store in Pasco County, and what's even more interesting about his winning is that the money he used to buy the winning ticket, he had won from a previous scratch-off lottery ticket. He announced his winnings on Facebook a few hours after the draw, and was destined to take home up to $281,874,999. Shane took a crash course in financial management to better manage his huge winnings. He quit his job at a background screening company and promised to take care of his family. And while at it, he also engaged in some fun activities. But above all else, his main mission was to cement his path to financial prosperity. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Also, let us know which other topic you would like us to discuss in the comment section below.